Johnny, we're here next. Looking for you. Looking for December 6th. How are you gonna do it?
I got my eyes on you, Janibek. Good luck.
Janibek, come out and play.
Hello guys, this is Rolly Romero.
Yo, my name is Nonito Donaire. What's up guys, Designer's Eyes.
We're here with Bob Santos Boxing.
And I rock with Dr. Boxing Talk.
I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk.
And I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. Thank you for all the love, thank you for all the support.
You're rocking with Dr. Boxing Talk. Get your daily news from my man right here, the best in the business. Let's get it, baby.
All day, baby.
Amen.
Bam!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? Welcome back to your favorite boxing news channel, Dr. Boxing Talk. BTF, rise up. And check this out, what we have for you today, man. Boxing Talk family, we got some big news, news that we already talked about earlier, right? That's the potential that Terence Crawford, pound for pound king right now, you know what I'm saying? Coming off a phenomenal victory where he dethroned the 168-pound undisputed king, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing, aka Cinnamon. That's my guy. But Terence Crawford did the business on him. He did his thing, right? And he pretty much is reaping the rewards. He's been on a promotional tour. He's been on a recreational tour, chilling, a leisure tour, all types of stuff. He's been promoting himself and talking with people and enjoying himself as well, man. And we get to see it. So I'm so happy for Terence Crawford, man, the American phenomenal boxer. He's doing his thing. But he has been teasing on what he could do next, right? And I wouldn't say teasing, I should say he's really been thinking out loud, it's been letting us know that he's not even sure what he's gonna do, but he has a lot of options, right? Plethora of options, and one of those options is moving down to 160 and fighting Janibek, assuming Janibek beats Lara. And as you saw in the intro, he said, hey man, I wish you the best against Erislandy Lara for your middleweight unification that's coming up in December. And, he kind of insinuated that, hey, man, you could be next if you win, right? Because he said he's watching. So, then you would think that that's probably next, right? But he also has, like I said, some other options that are interesting as well, right? He could explore the Cinnamon rematch. That's probably the most lucrative, right? And stay at 168. He could even potentially fight some other challengers at 168, like a Hamza Shiraz, which I don't think is likely, but that's another option, right? Move down to 160 and fight Janibek, or the winner between Janibek and Lara, right? Or you can even potentially go back down to 154 and fight guys like Sebastian Fedor, who seems open and willing to fight him, right? Or even Jerome Boutinen. So he has some options. For your listening pleasure, we are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk, man. Come rock with us. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But the biggest option, too, is probably the least talked about, is that he could just ride off to the sunset and retire, right? Because everything he's done in boxing has been fulfilled, right? He's the first ever 3 times undisputed champion in the 4-belt era on the male side. Respect to Clarissa Shields. She's the one that did it first in all of boxing, right? So shout out to Terence Crawford. He has a plethora of options. And I think that while we don't want to jump out the window and say, yeah, he's for sure definitively going to fight Janibek, assuming he wins, I think that is a likely case, right? Because he's entertaining it. But I want you to be very mindful of this as well. He is currently at the WBO convention, right? As you can see, like, Janibek was featured on some of the portraits on the wall and some of the designs, right? And some of the graphics, because he's a WBO champion, right? He has a WBO and the IBF belt. So at the WBO convention, it's only sensible that he would be there. And then the guy that he's sitting beside, that a lot of people may or may not recognize, is Egis Klimas. He's also Janibek's manager, right? So it was just kind of, I would say, almost set up and convenient for him to call him out. So I don't want you to get too excited that this is for sure bona fide his next move, right? It's not certain, but it does look like that with this call out, and it is interesting for boxing. I for one think that is probably the most interesting for him to actually go and pursue another possible undisputed reign at 160 than it would be to stay at 168 and fight other contenders there, or the Cinnamon rematch. Now, I'm okay with him fighting Canelo again for a lucrative deal, but I would like for him to go down to 160 if he was going to continue boxing, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe go down to 154 and fight Boots Ennis. It's up to him. I like that as well. So he has a lot of options that are very intriguing for the sport. So we'll just have to kick back, wait and see. But if it does happen, remember, we told you this a long time ago on this channel. Yeah, so months ago. So, we be on it, man. So Shout out to Terence Crawford. I'm excited to see what he does next. I'm not certain it's going to be Janibek, but the way he's calling him out, it looks, hey, looks a little creepy, and it looks a little promising too. By the way, those of you that peeped the intro, drop in the comments where what that movie reference was. If you do know it, shout out to you. If you don't, it's okay. But if you know that movie reference, drop it into the comments, man. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. We are going to go live for the other top rank fight, because you know Janibek's a top rank fighter. There's another top rank fight tonight. That's to be Mary Spencer taking on Michaela Mayer, you know, for 3 titles at the 154 junior middleweight division. Mary Spencer's WBA's on the line, and so is the WBO and the WBC vacant titles, you know, with the IBF champion being O'Shea Jones. So y'all tune in for that. Come rock with me. I appreciate y'all rocking with me already and rocking with us through this video. Don't forget to smack that like button, but most importantly, remember, with God we can do anything. Without God we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.